first podcast where we put ourselves first. Hello, puppies.
No. Let me
Without
close the
guilt.
door.
That's all right. They should be part of the podcast too.
Sorry about
Where
that.
that is not a problem at all, where we put ourselves first without guilt, because if we don't, who will? And today we are going to talk about that is really funny because it started with puppies. Today we're going to be talking about the weird symptoms of perimenopause and menopause that no one talks about, and we're naming the bizarre symptoms. I will call it bizarre, of perimenopause and menopause that no one warned you about. You are not imagining it. Do you have? Have you had weird symptoms? I'm so excited about this topic because I really want to hear about it.
Yeah, I think for me it's the itchy ears, and
Oh,
I don't
that's
know.
weird.
Yeah, and then tingling sensation on my legs. Yeah, yeah. But I do want to share with you one that I've heard, and it's a friend of mine. She's one of the best nurses around here. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Hers is she wakes up in early morning, like around 3 a.m., and she's gonna think, who did I offend yesterday? That is so crazy, right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. That was weird, but yeah. For a long time, she said that kept happening to me for weeks. Oh, she's losing sleep over that. Yeah, there's a lot of weird symptoms happening in perimenopause.
I thought my symptoms were weird.
That's crazy.
So everybody's like, you know what, getting that brain fog is a weird symptom. I'm like, that is not a weird symptom at all.
No, no.
But this happened to me. My weirdest symptoms was smelling cigarettes.
Oh, that is weird.
I had a few weird symptoms, right? Brain fog's there. I would feel like things were crawling. Now I feel on my skin. I would feel like things were like crawling on my skin. I had really bad dry eyes, and I went over to the optometrist, and she was like, "Oh, you have dry eyes," and she wanted me to get supplements, and then she wanted me to get these eye mask that would massage it and heat it up so that I don't have dry eyes. I thought that had something to do with my allergies. Not to mention my allergies got worse. But I would randomly smell cigarettes and blame our like neighbors. I'm like, am I sharing vents with these people and I'm smelling their cigarettes? That was my weirdest symptom. But now, wondering who I offended yesterday, that takes the cake.
Yeah, it does. Oh, yeah, yeah. That one's hard.
Whoa.
Losing sleep over
How
that.
did
Yeah.
so imagine waking up at 3 a.m. like, oh my god, did I piss somebody off? What did she do about it? Do you know what she did? What was her solution?
You know what? I never asked. I should ask her. Yeah,
Yes.
that's very interesting. Yeah.
What about you? What'd you do with the
Well,
what did you do with yours?
um, nothing. Well, I
Really?
always clean my ears, so when it's itchy, it doesn't, it's not going away yet, and I don't know what to do. You know what? I should Google that, but I
Is it
am.
the inside?
It's the inside.
Oh, how
It's weird.
weird.
Yeah, yeah. So I do that, and sometimes it looks gross, but it's not dirty. Like I clean my ears all the time, but it's just itchy.
Do you ever get those little things that look like a little scoop and then you connect it to your camera or it's Bluetooth and then you could look at it on your
Yeah.
phone and they have those. And I bought one. I mean, I had itchy ears. I didn't think it was part of it, but I bought one. But I could not get myself orientated enough so that I could position it in a way that makes sense on my phone. So I gave it to my son.
That's funny, and it's
I,
interesting.
I
I should
could.
get myself one of those.
It's pretty cheap. It's like $10 US. But
Yeah. Huh.
I keep going back to whoever I pissed off yesterday. You know what would be good? Honestly, I think what would be a good kind of thing to try is a symptom tracker. I didn't even think about it. A symptom tracker is probably a good thing so that you can collect all that data and maybe talk to your doctor about it. But honestly, I think the best solution would probably to find a community that you can talk to and say things like, I woke up at 2 a.m. and I was wondering who I pissed off yesterday. I mean, the only people who could share and commiserate are people who are experiencing the same thing. I can imagine this conversation going, oh my God, let me tell you about my weird symptoms yesterday. I felt like I was pissing somebody off and I didn't know who it was. And I could be like, hey, I'm going to come in and let me share something with you. I smelled cigarettes in a beautiful garden.
Yeah.
Totally works.
We should start sharing that actually. Yeah.
We should. We should.
Yeah.
We should have a group where you share your symptoms because
Yeah.
these symptoms
Actually, we
are,
do.
these symptoms are amazing. They're friggin' amazing.
Yeah, they're so cool, right?
That is a good word. These are cool symptoms. Then it relates back to one of the topics we talked about before. You are not crazy. You are perimenopausal. You are not crazy for thinking what you think at 2 a.m. You are not crazy for smelling random shit.
Exactly. You are not crazy. There's nothing wrong with you.
I love that. We need a support group, a perimenopause support group. There's actually a few groups on Facebook that I see out there, and
We actually
joining
started
them.
ours. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for interrupting you. But we actually started our
That's
own
all right.
page for the Me First. It's Me First movement.
Oh
And it's
yes,
on our it's on our page.
join.
And yes, and then I asked them to comment whatever topics they want to discuss on our episode so we can bravely talk about it
That's
so they don't have to if they're not comfortable.
yes. Forgive me, I completely forgot about that. Join our Facebook page and chat with us and share your weird symptoms with people who commiserate. You know what? I went straight into talking about our segments. I didn't even ask how you're doing.
I'm
How are
doing
you? I
great.
was
Thank
I
you.
was
Oh, me
so
too.
distracted by the beautiful puppies.
Exactly.
They wanted to be
Doing
part of
very
the
well.
podcast. Doing very well. That's good. Getting ready for a Spain trip.
Yes. And you? How are you? How was your weekend?
I'm getting weekend was beautiful. I have to get ready for another work week and hopefully not traveling for a little bit. I am heading out to California for a day trip in about 2 weeks. I keep going back. I think I'm there like once a month, but that's not a bad thing. I do want to share that it is my first time to experience a dust storm or whatever they call it. Yeah, it's a dust storm. They called it a dust storm on July 1st in Las Vegas. They had a dust storm where there was zero visibility and the winds were tearing everything down. And I thought that's pretty crazy. Like
Wow.
zero visibility and nothing but dust.
Oh,
So
that's
that was
scary, huh?
interesting. It is. It
Yeah.
is. It's absolutely scary. So that was fun for me. But anyways, yeah, going back to our solutions that we were talking about, I just kept wondering, would a symptom tracker be helpful? I am just the thing about symptom trackers for me is that I would be so completely forgetful going back to the brain fog that I would totally like, okay, I'd be tracking symptoms for the next 2 days and then forget all about it the following days. But I do think that having a community to talk to would be a really good solution. So find us on Facebook, the Me First podcast group, or Me First movement on Facebook, which is connected to Me First podcast. And let's talk about it. Let's be in it and let's do this together. We're in this together, this perimenopause and menopause thing. It's gonna be a lot of years in our lives, so let's do it.
Yes, it's our
Any
safe
tips?
space.
Absolutely.
Actually, yes, my tip for this time is women our age, women in perimenopause, 35 years and older, should start prioritizing protein and fiber.
I love
So,
that.
yes. So, for example, what is your ideal weight? Me, I'm trying to lose weight the weight that I've gained over starting perimenopause. So I would like to go back to my weight before, my normal weight, which is around
Mm-hmm.
125 to 128. So if my target weight is 128, I should eat 128 grams of protein at least in one day, and at least 30 grams, 25 to 30 grams of fiber. Those are the two macros that are very important. I don't have problem meeting my carb uh, quota or goal because I
Your
love
requirement,
carbs,
yeah.
but it's hard, especially for women, to eat protein.
So tell me, that's very interesting. So protein is so hard to find, like you said, but so is fiber.
Yes.
Unless you take a fiber supplement, which is also a challenge because if you take a fiber supplement and you don't drink water, it works the opposite. So, what are your suggestions in terms of different ways of getting your fiber and or getting your protein?
You know
Food.
what? Actually, that's a very good thing to ask, because me and my husband we want to always do the food first when it comes to
Mm-hmm.
nutrition. So I actually have a list of the food and their corresponding fiber per serving. Like for example, one piece of apple is 5 grams of fiber. So if you eat 5 grams of fiber per day, five apples per day in a day, which I don't think I can, too much sugar. Um, that's already that you've already met your 25 grams of fiber. But you have to, I have a list, and it's actually going to be available on our website if they want to download it, so they can add it up. It's 1 tablespoon of chia seed is 5 grams, so eat one apple, 1 tablespoon of chia seed in your yogurt bowl. That's 10 grams of fiber already. uh, Whatever beans, I have a list, and but we should definitely be counting that. And for protein, it's hard because me, I eat I only have two full meals. It's brunch time and then dinner time. I eat one dates in the morning if I'm not fasting. I eat one or two pieces of medjool dates before my workout. And after that, I would eat my breakfast around 10:30 to 11, and that's a huge one, and then a small snack in between, and then dinner. But it's hard to eat 128 grams of protein per day. I try to always eat the protein dense food like chicken breast, more meat products. But then it's still a challenge. So I try to always have a protein supplement. It's plant based. So it's 20 grams of protein, and I add that to my yogurt. It tastes so good. It is not sponsored, but I just love Truvani because their vanilla protein, it just tastes so well.
Yeah.
And when it comes to fiber, I personally don't take the fiber supplement because my experience is I get bloated like crazy. I'm already perimenopausal bloated. Plus, I try to just take a supplement for fiber, and I can't find a good one. So I just try to eat. I have a list, and it's going to be available on our website, and I just work on that.
That's that's pretty amazing. That's absolutely helpful because as you go through menopause and perimenopause, your body starts to not starts to need more fiber and it starts to need more protein, and to get the exact amount that you would need daily is a challenge. So, how you're right, let's post it on our website. We're going to be posting the information that Ria has on our website. Oops, I'm so sorry. www.awendra.com. Sign up so that you can get that as well as some recipes because I've mentioned these before. She's a wonderful pastry chef. So that would tell you that that food is going to be absolutely amazing. Download it and get your protein and get your fiber. I am looking forward to it myself. Maybe if you join us on the Me First Movement Facebook page, you could get a copy and get proteins this way. You know, I didn't even think about what you said in terms of, excuse me, in terms of protein, oh, fiber and bloating.
Yeah.
Of course, I choke in the middle of that. gonna have to cut that out of the podcast. But
Good.
yeah, in terms of fiber and bloating, I had to stop my fiber because I felt like it just was not working. And
Right?
it absolutely makes sense what you just said. And it's just, there's just no way to get enough fiber out of greens. So maybe share the supplement you were talking about too.
Yeah, absolutely. I will.
I,
Uh, the fiber supplement, you mean?
that,
I got
yeah,
that from
heck, sure.
Spain. No.
Oh,
It's
okay,
from
okay,
Spain, but
okay.
it didn't work. I tried two supplements, fiber supplements, and it both didn't work.
So
That's
you
why I
stopped.
just decided to take it from food, and it works as long as you're conscious about it. Like I have to eat one
Got it,
apple a
got it.
day.
So you, okay. So you're going to share a recipe on how you can get enough fiber and enough protein in your diet.
Yes, it's gonna be a
That's probably
list.
better for everybody. That's awesome. I'm so excited. I'm looking forward to that. I kind of got distracted and forgot about my tip. My tip this week is to try and learn some grounding techniques. Have you ever heard of the 5-4-3-2-1 grounding technique?
No, what is it?
So, so we talked about breathing the last time, one of our other episodes. We talked about breathing. The 5-4-3-2-1 is actually a grounding technique for when you're starting to get brain fog or even anxiety. It works for that. What you're going to basically do is once you are feeling the emotions start to kind of rise, you pause and you look for 5 things you see, 4 things you touch, 3 things you hear, 2 things you smell, and 1 thing you taste. All of those things will kind of help you get all of your senses together and help you decompress and get back on track.
Wow, that's very helpful and it's very interesting. It's definitely one that I'm gonna use a lot.
Yeah, it helps a lot
Wow.
with anxiety, and I'm gonna tell you, I tried it with coworkers back when I used to. I don't work in an office anymore, but back when I used to work in the office, I would have coworkers who would have a typical anxiety attack, and I would tell them, come to my office because I have an office. Come to my office and close the door and, kind of ground yourself in there so that you're not doing it in the cubicle because I'm pretty sure it's harder for them. When they're around, when they're having an anxiety attack and they're around coworkers. I said, my office is a safe space. Just go inside, close the door. I don't care. I'm not going to make a big deal out of it. And if you need me to kind of help you and guide you, come in there. We will breathe together and we will do grounding techniques together. And I promise you, it works every time. I had a coworker. We used to time her panic and anxiety attack. She started at about 15 minutes. We got it all the way down to 5 minutes or less because of breathing and grounding techniques. So that absolutely helps in so many ways, like you won't believe it.
That's powerful, huh? I can imagine.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely, absolutely. So, hey, let's talk about a me first moment. Do you have a me first moment this week?
My me first moment this week was I don't know if it's a me first, but it felt good for me. So I invited my family over here, my nieces and my nephew, and I asked my husband to give
Sweet.
them a boat ride. But they had so much fun, and I'm a naturally generous person, and I like when everyone around me is happy. So giving is a me first moment for me.
It is because it builds those chemicals in your head out of your brain, gives it to your body and makes you really happy. That is a me first moment. Sometimes you do those things not for them but also for you. I love
Exactly.
that. I'm going to tell
And
you
you?
our me first moment. I told you last week we went to drive to Northern California for my niece's wedding. Nevada to California is actually an 8-hour drive. We turned it into a 12-hour drive because we wanted to stop at every single thing we saw. And
Oh,
it was
wow.
it was it was beautiful. And I've not seen Nevada that way before. And we have a drone, and we stopped at this place called Lake Walter. I don't even know what city that's at, but it was so beautiful and it was so peaceful. It is a large body of water in the middle of the desert almost. And you drive right by it, and it's amazing. So I thought that was kind of a little selfish. I sat there for a little bit. It was a little bit warm, but who cares? It was really nice.
Wow, it sounds
Really,
like an
really, really
adventure.
relaxing. It is. That's what we call our little drives. It's our little adventure.
Good
All
for
right.
you.
Well, we're getting to the last part. We're getting to the last part of our podcast this week. What do you promise to do for yourself as your me first? How are you going to be putting yourself first this week?
I actually have a list here, and one that I
Ooh.
need to practice is saying let me get back to you. Cause I am a yes person. My gosh. Impromptu cake orders, but from friends. Oh yes, okay. When do you need it? Tomorrow? Okay. So no, I'm gonna practice saying let me get back to you.
That's great. That's powerful. That's powerful. It's funny you said that because somewhere on the internet this week, somebody asked me a question about what do I do if my spouse makes decisions without me? Because she is also a yes person. She's a people pleaser. I said, that's very easy. All you have to do is tell her she doesn't have to say no. All she has to do is say, hold on, let me talk to my husband and I will get back to you. And the person messaged me, I think it was yesterday or this morning today, and he said, it's great what you said because she never really said no, so she didn't hurt anyone's feelings. And she's able to go back, and we made a decision together. So, absolutely saying, let me get back to you is an amazing way. And
It
it kind
is,
of,
right?
it is, and it kind of diffuses the excitement of the moment. It gives you some time to process and say, I don't have an answer for you right now. Just let me have a minute and I will let you know. Or let me check my calendar. There's a few ways to do it. I love that. I love that a lot.
I'm gonna love it too.
My
Yeah.
yeah. My me first promise to myself is actually learning to start naming the different things that I experience and not be embarrassed about them. Going back to what you and I just talked about, your friend waking up at 2 a.m. Sometimes you're going to sit there and say, that's kind of a crazy thing to admit. But no, it's not crazy. It's real. And we can't really dictate other people's realities. I mean, we can laugh together, but we can also validate each other and say it is happening. So I am going to start learning to speak up about the things that I feel and experience without shame.
Good. That's very good and very
Yes.
brave, and one that every woman should do.
Yes, absolutely. So we've come
Yeah.
to the end of our episode number 5. Tag at Me First Podcast everywhere. Like us, follow us, share. Don't forget to join our Me First movement group on Facebook. Follow at the Awendra across all the socials, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. We stream new episodes every week, Wednesdays Eastern Time, and we are now on Spotify. And send us your topic ideas. If you don't want to post them on the Me First Movement site, send them to hello@awendra.com. Have a nice week, everybody, and we will see you next time.
Thank you.
Goodbye.